So, guys, I'm guessing that we missed the pick and ban phase. Not sure why, but we couldn't see it. Which is fine. You know, at least we are able to see the match. And apparently Bunny Hop is the first map. All right. And here we have our favorite player. Spam is here. From the Netherlands in Lyon. He has trained, he is ready, and he will battle it out with Aurel, Scrappy and Riolu in semi-final 2 of the TMGL playoffs. Alright, I see the players warming up right now on Bunny Hop, and all of these maps, of course, they are a little bit different, because people are going on the left now. Because, yeah, I think that wallbang is removed. But not only that, it is not lap mode anymore. It is instead cup mode. So we have a start block and a finish block. And after each finish, all the players will start over together at the same part again. And the goal is to be first at the finish line. Then you get the most amount of points. If you are first, hey, this is my name. How nice, I am playing. But if you are first, you get 10 points. 6, 4, 3. And you want to be at 120 points. Then you get into the finalist mode. And then you need to win one more round. And you win the semi-final. Alright, that's a lot of information. But I will explain a little bit more detailed once we get to that finalist mode. Basically, the goal of the players is to get first at the end of the round. Easy. Let's go. Alright, we are live. Semi-final 2 of the TMGL playoffs. And we are following Spam right now, who is actually playing. Incredible. Alright, here we go. So far so good for Spam. He has fallen behind a little bit though. A little bit of speed loss out of that little drift right there. But he is going for the attack for the inside line. And Spam is looking to go into that first place once again. Taking more grip, taking a good amount of speed, going for the dirt uphill. Riolu has a good amount of speed and Aurel also pops off right there. And Spam has to let go of that second place. And finds himself on that fourth position at the start of this match. Not that great so far, but he may be able to catch up. As he is actually doing so, because Aurel makes a mistake. Thank you very much to that Spam, who is now currently on the bronze medal position. Riolu is in front of him, and Scrappy is first. Oh my god, Riolu slowed down a lot. I think he clipped the wall right there. And Spam moves into that second place. Spam really profiting of the mistakes of the others right now. And it is Scrappy left in that first position. I think it's going to be really hard for Spam to catch up to Scrappy here. But it might be possible. Oh my god, and here we have the other players once again. And oh my god, Aurel makes a mistake on the bunny hop. Riolu does snipe Spam in the end. And Spam gets third place. Alright, first round is over. We have Scrappy taking the first 10 pointer. Riolu is second, Spam third, Aurel fourth. And this is going to be one hell of a match, guys. I can feel it. This is going to be really, really good. Alright, and here we go, live once again. We are following Spam in this dirt section. Dirt drifty section, I'm not really sure how to call it. But it is the section that Spam is doing really well right now, as he moves himself into that second place. Aurel takes a little bit more speed out of that one. And interestingly enough, we have Spam taking a little bit of a different approach there on that dirt turn. Doesn't end up that great though, as he is once again in fourth place. Doesn't really take that much speed out of that one, and the other players are profiting of it. And Spam is falling behind about 0.3 behind the rest. Hopefully Spam can catch up here, and he is indeed doing so. Look at the speed Spam has as he closes in. The 0.3 gap between him and Riolu is... oh my god, but he makes a little bit of a mistake, and he once again is in the fourth place. Oh my god, Spam clips it, and he will probably not be happy about that one. So instead we will follow Scrappy, by the way, who is doing a Carl Jr. And that means... oh, well, maybe I just jinxed him. But... he wants to go for the 10 pointers here. Here we go in the end. Aurel not with the most amount of speed. Riolu going for the... oh my god. Riolu going for the sniper. There's not enough though. Aurel takes 10 points home. Riolu second. Scrappy takes the bronze medal. And Spam has to make do with fourth place. Alright, so far so good for Scrappy here. He is in first place. Aurel doing well as well. Riolu after that, but Spam has fallen behind a little bit here on 7 points. So it is time for Spam to shine. Here we go. Alright, Spam right now is in that third position and is battling with Riolu for it. He's going for the inside line once again, going for the attack. Let's see if it pays off this time. Doesn't really seem like it. It's an interesting approach that Spam is taking. And it's not really paying off for him so far. As he is once again finds himself in 4th place here. Which is really interesting, by the way, because Spam picked this map, as we can see in the top right of the screen. So this was Spam's pick. So we should see him pop off, and instead we see him lacking a little bit. So a little bit concerned here. Especially after another mistake right there. But let's see what Scrappy is doing in the meantime. Who is once again finds himself in first place. But it is Aurel closing in on Scrappy's position. Oh, but Scrappy doesn't have a lot of speed. And Aurel is going to take advantage of it. Oh my god, but Aurel! What are you doing? Aurel! Oh my god. Yeah, well, I mean, thanks, says Spam, who is now not in 4th place. Aurel just chilling on top of the finish right there. Not really where you want to be going, but hey, you know, it happens. Alright, and here we go again. Spam this time around needs to pop off and needs to close in the gap. Let's see if he can do it. Alright, so far so good for Spam here, as he is in first place, but here comes Scrappy, here comes Riolu, but Spam this time around with a good amount of speed. He is definitely not going to be last after this, and is doing really well this time around. Alright, Spam's in the mix, and we know that he has a pretty good end, so let's see if he can catch up to Scrappy and Riolu. Coming up into this uphill, Riolu takes it super good. Look at this, Riolu is off. And he is going to Mars right now. And Mars is actually a little bit too far. So he goes for the wide line. And Scrappy is taking advantage of both of these little mistakes here. Oh my god, Spam just hovering over the hole here. But he does clip the pole and loses a bit of speed compared to Riolu and Scrappy. Alright, Spam is now in 3rd place. Aurel is far behind him. And let's see if Spam can do a sniperino here in the end. Can he do it? Or will he just lock in 3rd place here? It's going to be a 3rd place for Spam once again. Alright, Spam once again in 3rd place, and that's really not where you want to be. You want to have those 10 pointers, otherwise you're going to fall behind. And that is exactly what we can see happening here right now. Spam 15 points. Meanwhile, Scrappy and Riolu are almost double of him so far. So, Spam needs to start risking, needs to start to get some 10 pointers here. So far so good. Spam looking good here in the start of this round. Takes a good amount of speed after this one, and he is now finds himself in 1st place, and that is where we like to see him. Alright, going for the inside line once again. Let's see if this pays off as we following Aurel's perspective here, who finds himself last. Alright, Spam is doing well. Let's go for the uphill. Oh, nice job by him. Scrappy is still in 1st place though, but it is really, really close. And with a nice drift turn here by Spam, takes a little bit more speed, and is now battling with Scrappy here for 1st place. Oh my god, it is so incredibly close between these two players. And Spam right now going for the inside line attack. Spam is battling with Scrappy still. And it is 0.03 of a difference. Oh, but a little bit of a slowdown here by Spam. And Scrappy finds himself in 1st place. Good risk by Scrappy. Good job by Scrappy. That is true. But we want to see Spam in 1st place instead. Maybe he can do it in the end. Spam going for the attack. And he is in 1st place so far. Spam is on his way to his first 10 pointer. And here he goes into the finish. Spam takes 10 points home. Whew, let's go. This is exactly what we want to see here. Spam risking it and taking 10 points. And that is going to be not only a good point booster on his scoreboard, but also for his confidence right there. He takes at least a good round win at the end with him into the 2nd map. And maybe he can carry that momentum further. Alright, so Spam not last anymore on the scoreboard at least. He is now tied 3rd place. And riolu is not even that far ahead. And Scrappy also is not even that far ahead. So the story here is so different. We remember semi-final 1? Carl Jr. was at 50 points here. And the others were like 25 or something. And Spam is on 25 right now. Look at this. It's crazy. The difference is huge. This semi-final is way more close so far at least. And hopefully this will continue because that is going to be a sick battle. Alright, so second map is Starcase. And yeah, let's see. I cannot see so far who has picked it, but we will see that in the top right of our screen once we start the match, I think. Alright, so Starcase of course is the one where you have the little shortcut jumps in the identity section. You also have Scrappy going against the wall right there. And now we have riolu and Spam warming up here. You want to get a grip. And then... Oh wait, they changed it. Okay. Man, this really is the Sinas debate map. I don't know if you guys seen the the step cast. But yeah. This map always seems to throw me off a little bit. But yeah, they changed it. There's no shortcuts anymore. It's just drift turns in the end now. Yeah, it's the last lap. Haha. Alright, so that is the map. We will continue. Semi-final 2 right now. Let's see what Spam can do on map number 2 out of 5. This map, by the way, has been picked by Scrappy. So we should see a good performance by the Belgian player on this map. Good news for him, because he's already in first. So. Alright, good landing here by Spam. He does find himself in 4th position, but he has more speed than Aurel here. And he does move into that 3rd place. Alright, a good amount of speed by the Dutch player here, going into another drift section. And he's trying to catch up to Scrappy right now. Meanwhile, we find riolu in 1st place. But look at what Spam is doing. Look at what Spam is doing. Hey, riolu, how are you doing? Yeah, we can talk. Yeah, you know, we are just equal with each other right now. So we can have a good conversation. Oh, never mind. See you later. And Spam is 1st place. Alright, riolu is trying. Oh my god, but the pole has taken a casualty here. And Spam finds himself last. Alright. Meanwhile though, we have riolu in 1st place and Aurel trying to catch up, but Aurel makes a mistake. Let's follow Scrappy, who is in 2nd place as we are coming up into this identity section. riolu really getting a good free win here basically, because the others are making some mistakes here. And if riolu doesn't do that, he will get 10 points. But can he do it? We will see. Last drift coming up here. And this one is pretty interesting. Oh my god, but Scrappy snipes. Incredible sniper Scrappy here. riolu slows down a lot in the end and Scrappy takes 10 points home. Wow, what a crazy end. Good job by Scrappy here. Takes the 1st round win. Alright, Spam has now found himself last on the scoreboard. But last time around, when he was last on the scoreboard, he got a 10-pointer in a round win. So let's see if he can do it this time. We had a good start by him last round. So hopefully, without going into the pole, Spam can have a good performance on this round. Little dirt turn coming up here. And Scrappy finds himself in that 1st place. riolu right now moving into 1st place. But here comes Spam. And he has a nice amount of speed. As he is now in... Well, he is in 1st place. But I mean, the difference is pretty low. So one good turn here and he can lose it. But that is not happening so far. Spam still in that 1st position. It is riolu though. Really trying to get another conversation going with Spam. But Spam takes this loop just way better. And takes more speed out of this one. Alright, this time around Spam does not go into the pole. But he loses a bit of speed. And here comes Scrappy. Scrappy looking to take another 10-pointer home for himself. But Spam really wants it as well. Alright, Spam once again secures his first place. Good section by him here, but Scrappy is going for the attack. This battle between these two players is incredibly close. As we are moving on to the identity section. Who is going to take it home? Who is going to take the 10 pointer? Is it Spam? Is it Scrappy? Is it going to be somebody else completely? We will see. So far so good for Scrappy, sadly, as he has a good drift turn, and it is now up to the end. Oh my god, Scrappy does take the 10 pointer home, but Spam 6 points, not too bad. Alright, Spam closing in on riolu and Aurel here. So that is good. He is now also moved into that third place on the scoreboard. Alright, Spam is third place on the scoreboard and is basically third place, kind of. On the round so far. Oh, we see some bumpy landings here by both Scrappy and riolu. And Spam is taking advantage. Spam moving up and is looking to take 10 points right now as he is in first place. Good job by him. We are following Aurel in this next drift section. And Spam is pulling on Carl right now as he is almost, he's more than 0.1 even ahead of everybody else in the field. Another little loop coming up, and we know Spam takes a lot of speed out of this one. So he extends his lead once again. Really just a good job by him on that section. And let's see, can I get... Yeah, there we go. And here is Scrappy, but I want riolu. There we go. riolu in second place right now, looking to hunt Spam. But Spam is just so far ahead. Almost 0.3 ahead already. As riolu is actually losing his second place to Aurel and Scrappy right now. They are closing in on Spam though. Spam not with a completely perfect turn. But he is still in first place at least. Alright, and here he goes. Spam is in first place, looking to take the 10 pointer home. He has about 0.3 of margin. So if he takes decent end here, he will take the first 10 pointers of this map, and he will do so. Spam locks in 10 points. Aurel gets second, Scrappy third, riolu fourth. And this is good news for the Dutch player. Interestingly enough, Spam is popping up on the map he didn't pick. So that is... really good, right? Spam right now moves into that second place, although it is tied with riolu, so it is completely and utterly close. Scrappy though is a bit ahead of everybody else and is looking really good. Alright, we are following Aurel right now. Ooh, what a dirt turn by Aurel. Gotta respect. But where is the Dutch player? Hello? Okay, Spam is falling behind a little bit. But, you know, he can catch up. It is only 0.2. And that was the lead he had last round. So if he just gets that lead once again, he is kind of unequal again. And actually he's trying to do so. Look at this. Spam catching up a little bit and is closing the gap with riolu. Really wonky line. Somehow he didn't lose that much speed, but he definitely loses quite a bit here. And riolu will be eaten up by Spam here. Alright, Spam closing in on Aurel. Closing in on Scrappy. Trying to go. Oh my god, what an insane... What? Look at the grip management Spam just displayed. He just was like drifting. No. I'm gonna go full accelerate right there. What a play by him. And that is paying off. He is now overtaken Aurel, although Aurel is clawing his way back into that second place. But he is now really, really close to him at least. And we are coming up into the identity section. Here we go. Scrappy takes a good landing right here. And Spam finds himself in second place. Aurel is battling for it though. And Spam is... Oh my god. Spam gets more grip in the end. Spam gets more grip in the end. Oh, but he touches the pole. Has to let go of the second place. Aurel does manage to get into second. Spam at least third though. And what an incredible match is it so far. It is so incredibly close between these players. Look at the differences. They are so small. A really good race once again. Okay, we find Scrappy in first place on the scoreboard. Spam second, riolu third, Aurel fourth. But yeah, especially the bottom three here is really close together. And Scrappy popping off a bit. We found ourselves in the last round of this map. And we will see who is going to take the last 10 pointer home. On Starcase. Oh, Scrappy. It is not going to be Scrappy. He makes a mistake. And it is now Spam who fights himself in the 10-pointer position. But Aurel is on the hunt right now. Aurel really wants some of that as well. But Spam is about 0.15 ahead right now. And it is looking good for the Dutch player. Alright, and here he goes into this loop section. And I'm just amazed by the fact that every time Spam just ends up with way more speed out of that one. Oh, but Aurel this time around going for the no-slide tactic. Look at how much speed that gives. And he closes in the gap with Spam. But it is not over. Spam can still win here with a good end section. Spam ends up with more speed and lands a little bit further. So loses some speed from the acceleration difference. Alright, Aurel is now in first place. About 0.2 difference. And Spam is trying to catch up to Aurel. Aurel with a super bad landing. And Spam is going to overtake him. Alright, Spam. Oh my god, Spam! How did he not lose it? Okay, let's follow him. He takes 10 points. Oh my god, the Monka ass right there. And he still, even with that clip, gets 10 points. And yeah, moves himself up a little bit on the scoreboard once again. Alright, that was map number 2. And yeah. Oh, what a good match so far. Alright, next map. We have Ski Slide. Oftewel Rock and Roll, I think it's the name. We have on the scoreboard Spam in a more solid second place right now. And of course, like you may already know, the top 2 players go on to the winner bracket final. So that is where you want to be. It doesn't really matter if you're first or second. You at least want to be second. Alright, Spam right now going for the Carl Jr. tactic of the late start. We have Scrappy going for the Carl Jr. tactic of not even finishing the warm-up. And yeah. So far so good for Scrappy. He is on 74 points, doing really well. Aurel and riolu struggling a little bit on about 50 points. And we have Spam in the middle with about 58 points. Yeah, I can ask Spam for an interview, but I think it's going to be really hard. They are currently sitting next to each other in a backstage room. I think they just want to discuss a match with each other. So unless Spam comes on Discord suddenly, I don't think it's going to happen. So, yeah. Alright, so the players warming up here. And of course we have the identity here of Rock or Roll, which is the ski slide, and we see some risking that can be done right there. And we also saw that in our original match, because in semi-final 1 this map was also played, and we saw some really risky lines, for example by Kappa. Sadly it didn't pay off for him that time, but we will see if that's going to happen again, where people are going to risk for the 10 points. Alright, let's follow Spam here on Rock or Roll. And we have riolu with an insane start. Look at this, the German is off. But he has to release a little bit to avoid going into the wall. And that means Scrappy, who didn't release, moves into the first place now. riolu's start was too good. And he has to let go of the accelerator a little bit, but Spam, we have the nightmares. We have the PTSD. Because Spam already made a mistake once again on this, in the regular season on this map. And it's happening again. Flashbacks indeed. Alright, let's follow what is going to happening in this in the top of the bracket here, because I don't think Spam is going to get third. Let's see what Aurel is doing. Currently trying to catch up to Scrappy here. Scrappy, of course, not only first on the scoreboard, but also first in this round, looking to take another 10-pointer with him and extending his lead on the scoreboard. Alright, here we go. Identity section coming up. Who is going to take it the best? Scrappy looking to take a win here, but is it going to be enough? Is the lead enough? Oh my god! It is going to be enough. Scrappy takes 10 points. riolu did make a mistake here and is... Oh my god. And Spam doesn't finish. Spam does not finish the first round, and that is going to be a confidence break for him here. Losing a lot of ground. Really unnecessarily. By not finishing. He's still second place, but the gap is a lot less big now. Alright, and here we go. Maybe Spam can pop it off on this round though. So far so good as he finds himself in that first place. Tiny release here, going for the inside pull route. Which is a little bit more of a safe approach. But you know, at least you don't go crashing into the wall and lose your whole round to it. Alright. Spam this time around. Jumping a little bit higher. Making sure that he does not make any mistakes. And so far so good. He finds himself in third place after the quarter pipe jumps. And of course you have to get your confidence back a little bit after one mistake on those quarter pipe jumps. And Spam is doing that by saving a tiny bit. We have Aurel clipping the wall. He is going to lose a bit of speed and Spam is slowly but surely closing in on him. We have riolu as well here coming into the mix. And really, Scrappy is so far ahead, but it is a battle for second right now. As Spam, Aurel and riolu are basically equal each other. Although Spam, not the best drift turn here. And maybe he's going to catch up in the identity section. riolu! Oh my god, riolu almost makes a mistake, but he survives and Spam finds himself in fourth place. And now the scoreboard for second place becomes even closer to each other. We have Spam still in second place, but come on, it's only 1 point or 3 points to riolu. So Scrappy is laughing all the way to the bank here. He is more than 30 points ahead, so he's in a really solid position. But who is going to get second? That is a really big question right now. I mean, Scrappy can still lose, but yeah, he's pretty confident right now. Alright, not the best start for Spam here, but he doesn't have to go for the release. Maybe he can catch up a little bit for the others. They are so close together. Look at this. They are basically inside each other right now as we are going closer to the quarter pipe jumps. Alright, so good. So far so good for Spam. Closing in a little bit on his opponents. Pretty good quarter pipe section by him. But he is still almost half a second behind. And that is hard to catch up. Let's see what riolu is doing in the meantime. riolu on third place. And is finding himself in the middle between Aurel, Scrappy and Spam. Right now Aurel is in first place. And let's see, where is Spam? Spam is currently about half a second behind Aurel. And we will... Oh my god, Scrappy? What? Scrappy went for the ramp cut. Are you serious? Oh my god, but they make a... Scrappy and Aurel both go out. What is this risk? Scrappy going for the ramp cut, and that is probably the most insanely unnecessary risk I've seen him do so far. Incredible. And I want to say it pays off, but he goes right into the crash in the right after. So yeah, it kind of didn't. Wow. Alright, riolu moving from 4th position to 2nd position in 1 round just because, well, I mean, the others make mistakes, so easy win. Spam still 6 points in that round though, so not too bad. Oh my god, so close. But it is fine. Spam is finds himself in the first place with quite a bit of margin here. So good, it's looking good for the Dutch player here to take maybe 10 points home. He has a bit of a high jump though, so he gets to give away his first place, but he is still in the mix. Good second jump by him. And he is trying to catch up to Scrappy and Aurel right now. Oh, Aurel makes a mistake, goes into the wall. It is now only Scrappy left in first place. And here we go. Spam out of the loop into this little release turn. And this Scrappy is still ahead of him. riolu is about 0.2 behind Spam. So Spam has quite a margin here. He's looking pretty safe on second place. He just needs a good identity. Can he do it? Scrappy this time around not going for the ramp cut. But probably because he knows he doesn't really have to risk. Oh, but he makes the mistake. And Spam says, thank you very much, Scrappy. You are so nice. I will give you the 50 euros after the match. And Spam gets 10 points. Alright, a really good round for Spam. Gets into second place once again with 6 point difference. And Aurel on a really nice points in fourth place. Alright, we do have Scrappy entering the 100 club. So 2 round wins in a row and he is finalist mode. So we are getting close to that actually. In the meantime, we have Spam trying to catch up to Scrappy. Excuse me. But that is not gonna happen this time around because Scrappy is very far in that first place. Oh, but Scrappy wants too much. Scrappy is showing his regular season performance again, where Scrappy is incredibly fast but makes some huge mistakes, and that is costing him a lot here. Spam right now finds himself in second place. Riolu is in first place, and he is doing well for himself. The German here on 71 points, trying to catch up to the second place Spam, and doing quite successfully so here, because he's 0.3 ahead of Spam. By the way, the difference between Spam and Scrappy is almost 2.5 seconds, and Aurel is almost 7 seconds behind, so Aurel might not be able to finish here. Alright, identity section coming in. Will Riolu take the save? He does. They know what Spam, no! Oh my god, Spam makes the mistake. He throws away his pretty safe second place, and he will find himself 4th, I think. Is he able to finish? Yeah, he is able to finish, so at least he locks in 3 points, but whew, not the best here. That was a really good round for Riolu, because not only did he get 10 points, but Spam got only 3. So Riolu finds himself now in second place after this whole carnage. 1 point difference between him and Spam. In the meantime though, we have Scrappy of 108 points. Next map. Here we go. Warm up on Control Tower. And I think this is the one... can I get Cam 7 here? Yeah, this is the one with a huge jump over here. And I just alt-tapped because I'm a really good streamer. So players will have to jump over here and into one of these slots. As the identity section. And we will see that, of course, after the players have warmed up. In my experience, if I go back in time here, I think Spam did pretty well in the regular season on this map. He, for example, did not do that. And hopefully he will he won't do that in the actual live match either. No, Spam's pick was first map. The first map was Spam's pick. He didn't do really well on that map, so... But maybe he knew insider knowledge that the other players will pick certain maps, and he didn't have to pick it, and then he locked in a certain map. You know, you can have these mind games of like, oh yeah, somebody behind me will definitely pick my favorite map, so I will pick my second favorite map. Something like that. Alright, and here we see the slot machine right there. Where you need to land really precisely, and then you have to finish. Here goes Spam. Oof! Hitting his forehead right on there, but at least he lands. But yeah, that is the map, and we will move on to the actual match once again. Let's take a quick look at the scoreboard once again. Scrappy 108, Riolu 81, Spam 80, Aurel 73. The players want to go to the point limit of 120, so Scrappy is getting pretty close. And then we get into finalist mode. Alright, we are live once again. We are following Spam on the control tower. Riolu's pick, by the way. And after this map, we will have a randomly drawn map. That nobody really picked, but it was just left in the map pack. I'm not sure which one it is, because it sadly did not see the pick and ban phase, but we will see once we move over to that map. Alright, it is time for Spam to pop off here, as he is trying to close in on Aurel and Riolu, as they are so incredibly close together. And Spam does find himself in second place, but Riolu with a really respectable right trick there. And as a full speed player, gotta respect. And there we go, Riolu also in first place, paying off right now, as he goes into a drift turn. And these players are just so equal to each other. Look at this. The gap is barely changing. But Spam is closing in on Aurel here a little bit. But Aurel takes more grip on the uphill. And he moves into a solid second place. Not only that, he's trying to battle Riolu for first place. And we end up going into the identity with basically all people being equal. Spam with a nice nosedive. I think he's going to have the best identity. And he does. So with the good end here, Spam will take 10 points home for himself. And he does. Good job by Spam here. 10 points go into his favor. Whew, really good identity. Identity master is added once again. Spam takes 10 points. And well, that is good news for him. He will get into that second place once again on the scoreboard. He closes in on Scrappy a little bit, and he gets closer to the point limit of 120. By the way, if Spam wins 3 rounds in a row here, he gets finalist. I mean, It's possible. Let's see if we can do it. Wow, this risky start by him at the start already. Really going for the low airtime. And it's paying off. He keeps up with the rest. Oh, Scrappy going up a little bit. Loses a bit of grip and he has to adjust his line a little bit. Going to lose a bit of speed. Spam with a good dirt section now. And he is in first place. Let's follow Aurel here. He has a good overview of all the players. And Aurel currently in 4th position. Has overtaken Scrappy here. Scrappy really struggling at the end of this match. Which is not that great because he really wants to be finalist as soon as possible here. To have as many finalist attempts as he can. But so far so good for Spam. He is in first place and riolu is on the pursuit. But the gap is almost 0.15 seconds here. And the gap has indeed increased a little bit after that checkpoint. Spam's almost 0.2 ahead. And that section also looks pretty good for him. Yep, 0.3 ahead now for Spam. Alright, good identity must be done here. Otherwise, riolu will catch up. We do see Spam with a nice nosedive and a bit of a release. riolu has more speed! riolu has more speed! And he is going to snipe Spam here for... No, it's Scrappy! Oh my god, Scrappy sniped Spam as well. Spam losing 2 positions in the end. And Spam sadly ends up with only 4 points in the end. Even though it looked really good here. Wow. riolu moves into that 2nd place once again. Scrappy only needs to finish here and he's finalist mode. And just to clarify here, finalist mode, once you are at 120 points, you get into the finalist mode. And at that point, you need to win a round and then you lock in your position. Ooh, Aurel makes the mistake here. Aurel losing ground. And he is not doing so well here. He's also on 80 points. Oh, and riolu goes into the wall. So Aurel takes advantage of it and gets into the 3rd place. Spam right now on 2nd, behind Scrappy. Scrappy once again needs to only finish. But I mean, if he gets 10 points, he denies the points of other players. So that's still really good for him. Alright, Spam right now in 2nd place. Aurel is breathing in his neck. Let's see what he is doing. Aurel trying to catch up to Spam right now. In this drift turn. Although all the players pretty much equal here. Spam has a little bit more speed than the rest. Oh, Spam actually closing in on Scrappy a little bit. Going for the attack here. Let's see if he can do it. It is still almost 0.3 to go here. But we have seen what a good identity can do. And let's see if Spam can pop it here. And snipe the 10 points off of Scrappy. Like Scrappy just did. My god, Scrappy bumped his forehead. And that is good news for Spam here. Who does indeed get first. Yes, he does. 10 points goes to Spam. Wow, this is a really good end here for Spam. And just the whole, like completely around, the other way around from last time. So good news for him. Spam joins the 100 point club. Is once again in 2nd place. But here we go, guys. Scrappy is finalist. And Scrappy needs to win to lock in his 1st place. If he doesn't win, nothing for him happens. And he has another finalist attempt. So we will see Scrappy going for the risk here. Going for the fast times. Because it doesn't matter for him if he's 2nd, 3rd or 4th. He just needs to be 1st. Alright, Spam right now battling it out with Aurel and Scrappy. And we know that Aurel, Spam and riolu also need to do good times to deny Scrappy the 10 points and the win. riolu is not doing a good job with that so far, as he finds himself in 4th position. And it is now, however, Spam and... Oh, never mind, it is Aurel in 1st place, as Spam touches the wall a little bit. Alright, Aurel is popping it right now, and he is trying to come back into this match a little bit. He is only at 84 points, quite far behind literally everybody in this match. But a good 10 pointer here will make the gap close up a little bit. Scrappy finds himself on 2nd place, the slap in the face position, because 2nd place is completely useless to him. And he needs to go for the risky finish here. Can he do it? We have Aurel with the good nosedive. Aurel with... Oh my god, what is going on? Hello, says Spam. Hello, 6 points. Oh, you are so nice, 6 points. And Spam goes into the 2nd place. What is going on? These two players both like bouncing on the landing right there. Well, I mean, Spam goes into the wall, but he is still 2nd. Alright, we find Spam now on 110 points. Spam needs to win the round, and he is also finalist. So maybe we see Spam now also risking it a little bit, because locking in a win here locks in a finalist mode for him. We, however, see Scrappy now in first place. Although Spam is going for the attack, Scrappy is still a little bit more speed. But these two players are really close together so far. On the scoreboard it says literally 0.00 of a second difference. Although we see in the meantime that Scrappy has taken the lead. The lead is being lost a little bit here though, as Spam is trying to claw its way back into the first place. But it is still so close. The car length of a difference here. 0.02 of a second. As Spam has a better line here. Scrappy, where are you going? Can I follow Scrappy here? There we go. The battle is still on. Scrappy has the better turn. And Spam has to let go of that first place. Really not what you want to do here. Because that means that Scrappy might close it out. It is all coming down to this final identity. Can Scrappy close it out? No! Scrappy releases! Scrappy releases and Spam is going to be finalist. Spam is the second finalist of this match, and next map, the first round, it might be the round where Spam locks in the win here. Oh, what a match, guys. This is incredibly close. We also have riolu closing in on finalist mode. Aurel, meantime, joining the 100 point club, and we have double finalist mode. Oh, crazy. Last map is the no grip map. Who will be the best on this one? I have no idea. We will see. If Spam wins this round, he has secured himself a place in the winner bracket final. If he doesn't and Scrappy wins, he can still win the next one and secure himself a place in the winner bracket final. So let's see what happens here. By the way, this is the warm-up, guys. No sweat yet. This is the warm-up. Alright, we see players warming up right now. Spam finalist. Scrappy finalist. riolu on 108 points and Aurel in the 100 club. We saw an incredible performance by Carl Jr. on this map, of course, in the first semi-final. But Carl Jr. is not in this match, so we will see who else is going to be really good on this one. We saw Spam just do a flow trick, and I gotta respect the flow trick. Looking good for Spam. Yeah, riolu needs to either win and get like a finish, or he needs to get second twice to get into finalist mode. But getting second twice is probably not going to be enough, because then Spam and Scrappy can lock in their finalist status. So yeah, we need to see riolu winning some rounds here if you want to see him win. Here we go, we are live. First finalist attempt for Spam. Like the 100th time finalist attempt for Scrappy in the meantime. But let's see what will happen in this round. I think we just saw a mistake by riolu. We just saw a mistake by Scrappy. No, not a mistake by Scrappy, never mind. But he has slowed down a little bit. We find Spam, however, in first place. Almost 0.1 lead between him and Aurel. And we still have Scrappy going for the pursuit as well. So far, so good for Spam. Remember, if he wins this round, he locks in the win here. So we want to see him get the 10 points and get the win. So far so good. He is in first place. The gap has closed a little bit and Aurel is going for the attack. But Spam has more speed, so he finds himself in first place once again. But here comes Scrappy. Here comes Aurel. This is so incredibly close. The difference between... Oh, but Aurel makes a tiny mistake and now Scrappy finds himself in first place. But the difference is so small. Spam needs to risk it. Spam needs to go for it, because otherwise Scrappy locks in the win here. And there is nothing to lose here for Spam. If he gets second, it doesn't matter. So he can just full on risk and go for the win here. Identity time coming up. Who is going to win? Scrappy has the lead, but maybe with a better identity, Spam is going to win. Here we go. Oh my god, I don't think this is going to be enough. And Aurel wins? Aurel, are you winning? Aurel snipes it. Oh my god, Aurel takes the 10 pointer and no one gets the win here. Oh my god, this match is going to be closer and closer and closer. Scrappy is not able to win here, guys. It is incredible. He is struggling to close this one out. It reminds me of my semi-final in the Blom Cup where I had like 20 finalist attempts. It is so incredible. Oh my god, but I just saw a name disappear from the screen. It is indeed Aurel who has made the mistake at the start. So it is now Scrappy, riolu and Spam left. Riolu with the win here gets into the finalist mode. Spam and Scrappy with the win here get first place in the match. Spam doing good so far. He finds himself first place, but only with about... Oh, yeah, well, 0.14. Pretty good here. Pretty good. Good start here by the Dutch player. Scrappy. There we go. Scrappy. Here we go. Scrappy is on the pursuit. And we know Scrappy is really, really fast. And he is trying to catch up to Spam here. It is not enough yet. Spam is still in first place. Spam ends up with more speed as well out of this section. Although Scrappy has the better drift turn. So he catches up a bit once again. This time around though we have Spam extending his lead a little bit after that one. But this turn can be really, really risky. And Spam does manage to do it really well. Alright, the gap is about 0.15 as we close in on the finalist attempt. Is it going to be Spam taking away the win here? Or is it going to be Scrappy? Scrappy has way more speed and I think Scrappy is going to lock in the finalist attempt finally. And Scrappy takes the win. Oh my god, Scrappy takes away the finalist from Spam. It was really good, looking good for Spam here, but it is not enough. Scrappy locks in, finally, his finalist, and he gets the winner. It is not over yet. Spam can still get second, and he is the only finalist so far. So he has a free finalist attempt still here. And relatively, it is now easier to get first, because there are only 3 players left. Oh my god, riolu makes the mistake. riolu makes the mistake. And Spam is only Aurel is left. But we know Aurel can deny the win here. He has done it before. And maybe he is on his way of doing it again. However, Spam has a really good start once again. Spam has his lead of more than 0.1 already. But it is not over yet. But Spam is looking good. Here we go. Can I get some Spam bless in the chat? Can I get some Spam bless in the chat? He needs it right now. He needs your support for getting first. Here we go. Spam right now doing well. Doing really well. He is about 0.1, 0.2 ahead. But we know that Scrappy is able to catch up this as well. Maybe Aurel can do it too. It is not over yet. Alright, the difference is 0.18 between Aurel and Spam. It is really coming down to these 2 players right now for the win. And it is Spam a little bit ahead, but Aurel has more speed. Oh my god, here we go. We are following Spam. Spam goes into higher. Maybe he has more speed. Spam has more speed, but can he catch up? No, I don't think so. He has the gear down. Aurel takes the win. Oh, Spam keeps getting wrecked in the end here. Okay. Guys, it is okay. Spam can still win. It is not over yet. But I gotta commend Aurel here. Remember how far he was behind. And now he is standing with the finalist letters on the scoreboard. So I gotta be honest, Aurel is doing really well here. And he has clawed his way back. But right now, we have Spam with just an insane start here. Just saying bye-bye to the other 2 players. 0.2 ahead. Can I get a riolu on the screen? Yes, I can. Spam is already 0.3 ahead. Spam is pulling a Carl right now. Is that going to be enough though? Because really his identity is not the strongest. But if he is 0.5 ahead, it's going to be really hard to snipe him. And so far so good. He is indeed 0.5 ahead. What is it? 0.7 ahead. Spam is popping it, guys. What is going on? The Dutch player has just pressed B to boost. This should be it. But, oh my god, I don't want to say it because I may be cursing him. Please, Spam, do it. And there's a difference of 0.8 between him, Aurel, and riolu. Oh, and Aurel makes a mistake. Aurel makes a mistake. So, he is definitely not taking the win here. If Spam makes a mistake, it is all going to be riolu. But, here we go. Oh my god. Okay, let's go. Please. It looks good. Where's riolu? riolu is so far behind. Spam is going to be second in this semi-final. He moves into the winner bracket final. Good job by Spam. Oh my god, he did it finally. What a huge round in the end here. Spam takes the win. GG. Scrappy, Spam. what an incredible... Look at this. Winner, winner, finalist, finalist. This was an incredibly close match, guys.